shocking moment from the studio has captured the attention of fans worldwide as Taehyung, also known as V of BTS, reveals an unexpected side of his artistry. Away from the big stage and dazzling lights, he demonstrates extraordinary dance skills filled with emotion, control, and authenticity. This intimate studio moment uncovers the dedication, passion, and depth behind his movements, proving once again that Taehyung is a true all-round artist. His powerful yet graceful performance leaves fans in awe and redefines how we see his talent beyond vocals and visuals. The studio was quiet at first, the kind of silence that exists only before something extraordinary is about to happen. The lights were steady, the wooden floor polished from countless hours of practice, and the atmosphere felt almost sacred, like a private world where creativity breathes freely. In that space, Taehyung, globally known as V of BTS, stepped forward not as an idol under the spotlight of a massive stage, but as a dancer immersed in pure expression. What followed would soon be whispered among fans as one of the most surprising and inspiring moments of his artistic journey, a revelation that once again proved why Taehyung is far more than what the world initially sees. For years, Taehyung has been celebrated for his deep, soulful voice, his unique visual presence, and his ability to convey emotion with a single glance. Yet behind the familiar image lies a dedication to movement that often unfolds away from the cameras. In the studio, stripped of elaborate stage effects and grand performances, his dance tells a different story, one of discipline, experimentation, and fearless self-expression. The footage that sparked global conversation captured him mid-motion, muscles engaged, posture controlled, and every gesture deliberate. It was not about flashy choreography or overwhelming speed. It was about control, feeling, and intention. What shocked many fans was the maturity of his movement language. Taehyung's dance style in the studio reflected a deep understanding of rhythm and space. His arms flowed with a smooth precision, his footwork grounded yet light, and his transitions seamless. Each movement felt intentional, as if he was conversing with the music rather than simply following it. This level of nuance is something typically associated with dancers who have spent years refining not just technique, but emotional storytelling through the body. Those close to the creative process have often hinted that Taehyung treats dance as a form of introspection. In the studio, away from roaring crowds, he allows himself to explore vulnerability through movement. The surprising secret revealed in this moment was not just his technical improvement, but his willingness to let go of perfection and embrace authenticity. His dance was raw, sometimes understated, sometimes powerful, but always honest. It reflected an artist who dances not to impress, but to understand himself better. Fans who watched the studio footage repeatedly noticed details that might be missed at first glance. The subtle control of his shoulders, the way he used pauses to build tension, and how his expressions changed with the rhythm all suggested a dancer deeply connected to the music. Taehyung was not merely counting beats. He was interpreting sound through emotion. This approach transformed the dance into a narrative, one that didn't require words to be understood. The revelation also sparked renewed appreciation for Taehyung's work ethic. While BTS is known for their intense training and high-level performances, it is easy to forget that each member continues to push themselves individually. In the studio, Taehyung appeared focused and relentless, repeating movements until they felt right rather than simply correct. This dedication is part of the secret behind his growth, a commitment to constant learning, even when no audience is watching. Another surprising element was his versatility. Taehyung seamlessly blended elements of contemporary dance with hip-hop foundations, creating a style that felt uniquely his own. His movements carried both strength and softness, reflecting the duality that defines much of his artistry. This balance allowed him to command attention without forcing it, drawing viewers in through subtle charisma rather than overt dramatics. Industry observers noted that such studio moments often reveal an artist's true potential. Without costumes, special lighting, or backup dancers, there is nowhere to hide. In Taehyung's case, the simplicity of the setting only amplified his skill. His presence filled the room, proving that true artistry does not depend on scale, but on sincerity and mastery. The impact of this revelation extended beyond admiration. It reshaped conversations around Taehyung's role as a performer. No longer seen solely as a vocalist with strong stage presence, he emerged as a dancer capable of holding his own through expressive movement alone. This shift in perception highlighted the multidimensional nature of his talent and reinforced why BTS continues to stand out as a group of artists rather than just idols. Fans across the world responded with overwhelming enthusiasm. Social media buzzed with praise, slow-motion edits, and detailed analyses of his movements. Many expressed surprise, not because they doubted his abilities, but because this side of Taehyung felt so intimate and personal. It was as if he had invited the audience into his private creative sanctuary, offering a glimpse of the work that fuels his public performances. What makes this moment even more significant is its timing. As BTS members continue to explore individual paths alongside their group identity, moments like this signal growth and evolution. Taehyung's studio dance was not just practice, it was a statement. A quiet declaration that his artistry is still expanding, still searching, still evolving. Behind the scenes, those familiar with Taehyung's creative habits describe him as deeply curious. He listens widely, studies different art forms, and often draws inspiration from unexpected sources. This curiosity was evident in his dance, which did not feel confined to one genre or tradition. Instead, it felt like a conversation between influences, emotions, and personal experience. The secret that fans discovered was not a hidden trick or a dramatic transformation. It was the realization that Taehyung approaches dance with the same sincerity and depth that he brings to music and acting. His movements carried emotional weight, suggesting stories untold and feelings deeply felt. In that studio, dance became another language through which he communicates with the world. Critics often argue that true artistry is revealed in moments of solitude, when the performer is free from expectation. Taehyung's studio dance embodied this idea perfectly. There was no pressure to perform for charts or applause. Instead, there was freedom to explore, to make mistakes, and to grow. This freedom translated into a performance that felt alive and genuine as the footage continued to circulate. It inspired aspiring dancers and fans alike. Many shared how watching Taehyung practice reminded them that excellence is built in private. The hours spent refining skills away from the spotlight are what ultimately shape the moments the world sees. Taehyung's dedication served as a powerful reminder that even global superstars return to the basics, guided by passion rather than status. In the broader context of BTS's legacy, this moment added another layer to Taehyung's narrative. It reinforced the idea that each member's strength lies in their individuality as much as their unity. His dance, quiet yet powerful, echoed the group's philosophy of authenticity and self-expression. Ultimately, the studio revelation was not about shocking fans with something entirely new, but about deepening their understanding of who Taehyung is as an artist. It showed a man committed to growth, unafraid of vulnerability, and dedicated to expressing truth through every medium he touches. His extraordinary dance skills, revealed in the simplest of settings, spoke volumes without saying a word. As the lights dimmed and the music faded, what remained was a lasting impression. Taehyung, standing alone in the studio, had once again reminded the world that true artistry is not confined to stages or awards. It lives in quiet rooms, in repeated movements, in moments of honest expression. And in revealing this side of himself, he didn't just surprise fans, he inspired them, proving that the journey of an artist is never truly complete, only continuously unfolding.